Get ready. A seismic shift is looming. Some of America's most iconic fast food giants are teetering on the edge of extinction. By 2025, many could vanish completely. Not the hidden gems tucked away in alleys, but the legendary brands that shaped generations. Subway, Boston Market, Checkers. Even once mighty names like Hardee's and Popeyes. This isn't just about food. This is about the unraveling of an entire cultural era. A time when fast food was more than just a quick meal. It was affordable dinner, a teenager's first job, a late-night gathering spot for working families. But now, everything is unraveling. Prices are soaring to unimaginable heights. The old franchise model is crumbling. The loyalty of younger generations is evaporating. And on the horizon, newer, fresher, healthier, and smarter competitors are rising, threatening to make these icons obsolete. Think you'll still grab that familiar footlong next year? Or find your favorite fried chicken joint at the corner? Think again. The ground beneath these giants is shifting, and fast. Today, we dive deep into the 15 largest fast food chains in America, plummeting toward a possible collapse by 2025, and why many might never rise again. This is not just a story about food. It's the final chapter of an American tradition fading into the past. When you hear fast food, your mind likely jumps to McDonald's, the Golden Arches, a symbol of childhood and countless memories. But step inside a McDonald's in 2025 and the scene is unrecognizable. The price of a Big Mac combo? $13 to $15. For millions of low-income workers, that's no longer a quick meal. It's a luxury they can't afford. Order kiosks have replaced human faces, turning vibrant spaces into cold, lifeless rooms filled with blinking screens and empty tables. The food? Diminished. Cold cuts, soggy fries, smaller sandwiches, wilted lettuce. The McDonald's of yesterday, the gathering spot for students, workers, families, is slipping away. Generation Z wants fresh, healthy, authentic experiences. They turn to Chipotle, Sweet Green, Shake Shack, brands that promise transparency, quality, and personality. Meanwhile, McDonald's clings to a fading formula, losing its connection to the very communities that built it. By the end of 2024, over 500 McDonald's stores in America had shut down, mostly in the middle and low-income neighborhoods that once were its backbone. The middle class no longer sees McDonald's as affordable, and the youth no longer finds it relevant. McDonald's may not disappear, but the McDonald's we once loved is quietly dying. Burger King, once the bold challenger in the Great American Burger War, now echoes with silence. Have it your way is no longer a promise but a distant memory. Across the country, Burger King stores stand deserted, signs faded, parking lots overgrown. Inside, only a handful of delivery drivers wait in near-empty spaces. Over 400 stores have closed in just 2 years. Sales have plummeted up to 30% in key regions. Why? It's not the competition, it's a failure to evolve. The menu remains stale, unchanged for a decade, while customers crave innovation. The restaurants feel trapped in the past, with dim lighting and tired decor. Service is inconsistent, the warmth has vanished. Today's diners don't just want food, they want an experience. Millennials and Gen Z are walking away, choosing brands like Five Guys, In-N-Out, and Smashburger, places where every dollar feels worth it. Burger King isn't just losing ground, it's fading into irrelevance, quietly slipping from memory. And then there's Subway, once the beacon of health-conscious fast food, a sanctuary for those avoiding greasy burgers and cheesy pizza. But Subway's glow is fading fast. In the last 5 years alone, over 4,000 U.S. stores have shut their doors. From a peak of 27,000 in 2015 to just around 20,000 by 2018 and still shrinking. Why? The menu hasn't kept pace. What once seemed healthy now feels tired and artificial. Canned vegetables, frozen meats, and bread that barely qualifies as bread. Scandals, too, like the Jared Fogle controversy, tarnished its reputation, leaving consumers wary. And while competitors offer sleek, inviting spaces and personalized service, Subway remains cramped, cold, and impersonal. What was once a lifeline for office workers and students is disappearing, taking with it a part of everyday American life. Pizza Hut, once the epicenter of birthday parties with its warm red chairs and the scent of melting cheese, now fights for survival. From 2017 to 2024, over 1,500 Pizza Hut locations closed across the U.S. states, where it was once a staple now only have a few scattered outlets. What went wrong? The soul of the brand, the sit-down dining experience, is fading. Competitors like Domino's surged ahead with lightning-fast delivery and user-friendly apps. Meanwhile, Pizza Hut struggles to redefine itself, caught between a failing dine-in model and the demands of modern delivery. The heart of the family experience is slipping away, along with a part of American nostalgia. The fast food landscape America grew up with is unraveling before our eyes. This is not just about burgers, sandwiches, or pizza. It's about the end of an era, an American way of life, gradually being swept into history. Are you ready to witness the fall of the fast food titans? Because this story is only just beginning. Once, Pizza Hut was a shining star in the pizza world, known for its pan pizza and stuffed crust that captured hearts and taste buds alike. But now, its revenue barely scratches the surface of its operating costs. As consumers crave diversity, creativity, and personalization, Pizza Hut clings stubbornly to its old, tired formula. No innovation, no surprises. Meanwhile, competitors aren't standing still. Domino's pours millions into cutting-edge delivery technology. Little Caesars dominates with low prices and lightning-fast service. Mod Pizza and Blaze. Pizza give customers the power to build their own fresh pies, like Subway revolutionized sandwiches. And Pizza Hut? It's still trapped in the past, struggling with outdated promotional combos. Pizza Hut used to be the safe, reliable choice for families. Today it's a last resort, chosen only if nothing else is closer, cheaper, or faster. What was once a brand built around memorable dining experiences now survives on cardboard boxes and discount codes. Without a seismic shift, Pizza Hut will keep shrinking, like a forgotten cold pizza, bland, silent, fading from memory. If McDonald's is the king of fast food, and Burger King its loud, proud rival, then Wendy's was once the steady, trustworthy friend. Not flashy, not boastful, but always there with a hot, meaty burger when you needed it. Remember your first Dave single? The iconic square patty, the slogan, "Quality is our recipe." Wendy's earned the trust of millions, especially among middle and working-class Americans. Even their Twitter was legendary for its wit and honesty. But by 2025, Wendy's momentum has faltered. Sales in the US have dropped for 3 straight quarters. Hundreds of stores are shutting down. Neighborhoods that once boasted multiple Wendy's now cling to one struggling location. What's behind the unraveling of a brand once synonymous with quality and reliability? Price is a big part of it. The Dave single combo, once a steal at $5.99, now crosses the $10 mark in many places. Workers are forced to choose, feed themselves or fill their gas tanks. While other chains invest in sleek renovations and modern dining experiences, Wendy's remains stuck in a lifeless, outdated highway rest stop aesthetic. Worse, the customer experience is cracking. Wrong orders, cold food, unenthusiastic staff. These were not problems Wendy's used to have. Wendy's once symbolized fast food done right, honestly, and with quality. But honesty alone isn't enough anymore. If Wendy's fails to evolve, modernize its look, offer healthier options, improve atmosphere, and adjust prices, it won't vanish overnight. Instead, it will slowly fade into irrelevance, its lights still on but its soul gone, excluded from the conversation of hungry Americans. Then there's KFC, the brand behind the man with the white beard, the keeper of 11 secret herbs and spices. For many, KFC isn't just fast food, it's nostalgia, childhood memories, family gatherings, a comforting reunion meal. Yet by 2025, KFC is quietly disappearing from America's streets. Over 500 US stores closed between 2021 and 2024. Iconic states like New York, California, and Illinois report sales plunges of 20%. Why is this titan falling? Competitors like Chick-fil-A and Popeyes innovate constantly, rolling out spicy chicken sandwiches and Southern-style specialties. KFC, however, remains stuck in its comfort zone, relying on the same old combo of fried chicken, mashed potatoes, and biscuits. Consumers have grown bored. The atmosphere is cold and unwelcoming, with plastic tables, harsh lighting, and an aura that screams forgotten. The price? No longer affordable. A simple combo now runs $11 to $13, forcing customers to reconsider their options. KFC once stood as a community hub, a post-church meeting spot, a busy parent's go-to treat, a holiday favorite. But those small-town stores are disappearing. And with them, a piece of America's cultural fabric fades away. For many, Dairy Queen is more than just ice cream. It's childhood encapsulated in a blizzard. It's the smell of summer, the joy of weekend treats, the simple happiness of sitting outside with family after school. But what happens when these brands, these memories, begin to fade too? Once these brands were woven into the simplest, sweetest moments of life. But in 2025, what used to bring joy is quietly melting away, just like their signature ice cream. Slowly, relentlessly, and no one can stop it. In just 3 years, over 300 Dairy Queen stores across the U.S. have shuttered. States in the Midwest and South, once the heartland of DQ, have seen foot traffic plunge nearly 25%. The summer heat isn't the culprit. It's something far darker. Dairy Queen no longer holds that special place in the hearts of its customers. Innovation has stalled. As rivals roll out trendy oat milk ice cream and healthy frozen yogurt, Dairy Queen clings stubbornly to an outdated menu, losing touch with Gen Z's evolving tastes. Rising costs and an aging brand image drag it further into obscurity. Dairy Queen, once the iconic taste of American summers, now barely registers, a fading landmark on the highway, if you even remember it's there. Take the West Coast. California, Arizona, Nevada. Jack in the Box was once a lifeline, the midnight savior, always open, always ready. But in 2025, a haunting question lingers: is Jack in the Box still truly chosen? Revenues have fallen nearly 9% over 2 years. Stores in once loyal suburbs close or stand silent. Why? Because Jack's once celebrated innovation now only breeds confusion. Inconsistent food quality, uneven service, and no clear vision to survive the fast casual revolution have left it adrift. Gen Z, seeking greener, cleaner, more responsible options, looks elsewhere. While competitors like In-N-Out and Whataburger thrive with consistency and identity, Jack stumbles on quirky ads and a muddled menu, no longer enough to pull customers in. Jack in the Box was a quick pit stop for busy lives. Now, it's just a forgotten name scrolling past on food delivery apps. Remember 2019? Popeyes' spicy chicken sandwich sparked frenzy. Lines wrapped around blocks, fights erupted for a bite. Suddenly, Popeyes was no longer just another fast food chain. It was a cultural icon, a rival to Chick-fil-A, a new hero. But that high was fleeting. By 2025, Popeyes has lost nearly 18% of its loyal customers. Over 200 locations, mainly in working-class neighborhoods, are closed or struggling. How does a brand that soared so high fall so fast? Success can be a double-edged sword. Popeyes' operational capacity couldn't keep pace with soaring demand. Food quality became a gamble, experiences wildly uneven, especially far from urban centers. Worse, the brand leaned too heavily on one product, the chicken sandwich. Without depth or innovation, it stagnated. While Chick-fil-A expands and Raising Cane's rises, Popeyes lingers in the shadows, weighed down by long waits, controversy, and lost trust. For working families, students, drivers, Popeyes was once the dependable mid-shift meal. Now empty stores echo a larger truth: the economy is no longer built for the common people. One day, you'll tell your grandchildren about the time people fought over a chicken sandwich, and they won't understand. Because if Popeyes doesn't change, it will be nothing more than a faded social media moment, long cooled. Boston Market, once the warm hearth for busy Americans craving a real wholesome meal, is disappearing. From over 100 stores, fewer than 300 remain, vanishing every month. The chain lags behind evolving demands for transparency, clean ingredients, and speed. Ownership changes and a clinging to old, costly models have left it vulnerable. The pandemic was a death knell it couldn't withstand. As Sweet Green, Panera Bread, and even Costco's food courts rise, Boston Market is trapped. Too slow for fast food. Not fresh enough for fast casual. For many, Boston Market isn't just food. It's family dinners, holiday memories, a taste of home. Its fading is more than the loss of a brand. It's the erasure of a piece of everyday life. What about Taco Bell? The rebellious, quick, cheap food of youth? The late-night favorite with its iconic Doritos Locos Tacos? In 2025, Taco Bell's revenue has plunged in urban centers dominated by younger generations. The loyal base is aging, and Gen Z is drifting away. The problem isn't flavor, it's relevance. Taco Bell's greasy image, hollow cool ads, and lack of innovation leave it stranded. Meanwhile, Chipotle expands with organic menus and radical transparency. Local taco trucks, small, fresh, authentic, pull customers away. For the working class, Taco Bell was once an affordable staple. Now rising prices without better quality feel like betrayal. Maybe one day you'll remember the spicy smell of a Mexican pizza or the Crunch Wrap Supreme. But by then, Taco Bell will be just an old meme, a relic of a time when fast food was fun. Rallies and checkers, the humble roadside stops where many Americans fueled long, exhausting days, face a dire decline. More than 25% of stores closed in 3 years. No tech upgrades, no menu innovation, no reinvention. Just rising prices and stagnant quality. For many low-income communities, losing these spots means losing one of the last affordable meal options. Drive past their former corners, and you'll find empty lots, crumbling bricks, echoes of a faster, busier, hungrier America now slipping away. And Hardee's, once a place where even fast food felt a little fancy, is fading too. Over 200 stores gone in 5 years. Merged with Carl's Jr., lost in identity and innovation, struggling to keep up with fresh, sustainable, fast casual rivals. Old photos of family gatherings and friends linger like ghosts, a bittersweet reminder of what was. These brands, McDonald's, Burger King, Boston Market, and more than restaurants. They are chapters in the American story, pieces of memory and culture. But as prices rise, experiences sour, and tastes evolve, they face a stark reality: adapt or vanish. The question isn't just who will survive 2025, it's who wants them to survive. If they no longer bring meaning, no longer hold a place in our lives, will anyone fight to keep them alive? Which brand shaped your childhood or your daily routine? Do you still visit these places or have you quietly walked away? Share your story below. If this story moves you, hit subscribe to join us as we uncover the fading truths behind America's brands, cities, and dreams. Because some things are disappearing, and soon, they'll be gone forever.